So good evening. We are back again. Nearly smashed me Mac. I've done this on everyone so far today. But there we go. We are back again. Uploads only. Although I will be live with Terry Flewers every Tuesday. It's Tuesday today. So 3:30 UK time. I'll be live with Terry Flewers on the football terrace. Make sure you smash the like button. Big up to everyone who supported the channel all season. The amount of support has been mad. I can't lie. We've had more views than last season, despite Arsenal being in a title race all season. So that's good. More subscribers than last season. So thank you very much. More watch time than last season as well. So yeah, man, everything's going good. Road to 100K is on. Make sure you bang the subscribe button. Make sure you sub to Lee Reacts. I've put a video out about Pochettino on that channel. There'll be an upload on there, at least one a day on that channel every single day throughout the summer. And yeah, man, life's good right now. Feel free to donate. Hit the thanks option if that's your thing. And let's well, we're going to talk about Declan Rice, but before we talk about Declan Rice, I see a mad statistic yesterday. Somebody sent me a tweet from Orbinio. This all singing, all dancing Man City team, the greatest team in living history in English football, has only beaten one of the top 9 teams away from home in the Premier League this season. That team? Oh yeah, Arsenal. So they didn't beat Tottenham, they didn't beat Brentford, didn't beat Aston Villa, didn't beat Brighton, didn't beat Liverpool, didn't beat Man United away. Just saying. But apparently they're all singing, all dancing, best team ever. One win away from home against the top 9. Cool. Anyway, let's talk about Declan Rice, because he's given his word to Arteta. He's given his word. We was told in January the 24th, January the 25th, January the 26th. I've got all the receipts for when he doesn't sign for Arsenal. We've then seen the same journalist putting out there, which was funny, actually, because that was straight after the bids for Caicedo were rejected. All of a sudden, we're spinning it onto Declan Rice, has given Arteta his word. He's rejected Real Madrid. He's rejected Man City. Then we've seen the chat that, Arsenal are going to have, they've got a gentleman's agreement with Declan Rice that they're going to let him play the final on the 7th of June. Then they're going to enter negotiations with West Ham. Not quite sure how entering negotiations with West Ham affects Declan Rice's performance, but there we go. It is what it is. But now we're seeing stories that Manchester United are in for him. We're seeing Bayern Munich are speaking to his agents, who, funny enough, are his family members. kind of crazy, really. Arsenal could be stumped in Declan Rice transfer race. What kind of race is it? Is it 100 meters? Is it a steeplechase? Is it a 200 meters? Is it a marathon? Like, nobody knows, but it sounds good, doesn't it? West Ham have agreed to let Declan Rice leave the club this summer if their asking price for the midfielder is met. With German champions Bayern Munich now launching a huge bid to beat Arsenal to his signature, reports Darren Lewis. Bayern are prepared to pay a staggering package worth 95 million to land Declan Rice. These are good buzzwords, aren't they? It has signalled the start of a battle for one of the most sought-after players in Europe this summer. Bayern, who retained their German title on Saturday, are determined to beat Arsenal to the signing of the 24-year-old. Chelsea are keen, but are desperate to sell players in their bloated squad because they need to comply with FFP rules. Bayern believe they can beat both to the punch. Thomas Tuchel is understood to have made contact with Rice already, with the England midfielder interested. Oh, my days. Why is it that Declan Rice's agents, who are, like I said, are his family members, why are they entering negotiations? Why are they talking? Why are they entertaining other clubs? Because surely, as his agent, and surely as family members, they would know that he's given his word to Arsenal, to Arteta. He's given his word. David Ornstein told us he's given his word. He's given his word, and we're going to get him for between 75 and 85 million. So now all of a sudden, his agent is talking to Bayern Munich and to Tommy Tuchel. Kind of doesn't add up, this, does it? So did he give his word? Or was that all PR to spin it away from Caicedo not signing for Arsenal and Arsenal not doing what was required to sign Caicedo? Kind of looking like it, isn't it? Not only that, how comes the asking price apparently is now up to 120 million? Because David Ornstein told us that it was between 75 and 85. Let's not forget, Declan Rice has 1 year left on his contract. So 120 million. How's it suddenly 120? Is it 75? Is it 80? Is it 85? This is all a load of rubbish. Absolute garbage. I don't believe Arsenal are signing Declan Rice. I've said that from the first time the story was put out there. I think that Rice is a very good player. I'd take him at Arsenal in a heartbeat. I think he is a good player. But he said he wants to win the Champions League. He's openly admitted he wants to win the Champions League. So let's just stick this out there. If you want to win the Champions League, why would you reject Real Madrid? Because that's the story that was out there earlier this year. He's rejected Real Madrid. Well, they win it more than anyone. So surely you and Bellingham can go and do bits together. You play for England together. Bellingham's all but done. So surely you'd think, well, hang on, I want to win the Champions League. That team wins it more than anyone. I'll go and play for them. If they want me, I'm going. But he's rejected them. Then let's look at Manchester United. Yes, they finished below Arsenal. They're a bigger football club than Arsenal. They've got a bigger income than Arsenal. They can afford Declan Rice. They can afford to pay him what we want to pay him. And you get to play with 5 times Champions League winner, Casemiro. Yeah, this is not looking good for Mikel Arteta. Super Mick. Now, let's have a look at Chelsea. Yes, 10th in the league, 12th in the league, in fact. Had a poor season. Got Poch. Not really a great manager. He's an all right manager. But they do have a little bit of pedigree in Europe in winning the Champions League. They've done it twice. So, yeah, you could go and play there. Now let's have a look at Manchester City. They're in a final. They were in the final a couple of years ago. They got to a semi-final last year. So you're going to play with Pep, who's won the Champions League. Now Bayern Munich are in the mix. Oh, yes, goody. Well, Bayern Munich won the Champions League against PSG a few seasons ago. And they normally get to the latter stages. They win a league, 11 straight league titles. And everyone that's taken a mick out of them, oh, yes, Thomas Tuchel's failed. They've won more league titles in the last 15 years than Arsenal have won in their history. Yeah, but Lee, it's a farmers' league. It's a farmers' league because nobody takes it seriously apart from Bayern. Yeah, they do what's required. Yeah, Borussia Dortmund have finished second. Now they're selling all their players. That sums up that league. Yeah, nobody wants to take that league seriously apart from Bayern, which is why they win it. So all of these things put on the table, now adding Arsenal, one final in 20 attempts in the Champions League. What would make you, if you want to win the Champions League, sign for Arsenal? Because out of all the clubs I've just listed, every single club barring Man City has won it. And Man City are most likely going to win it in a couple of weeks' time. So it doesn't really make any sense, the stories that are being put out there, saying that he wants to win the Champions League, he's given Arteta his word and blah, blah, blah. I don't think we're signing him. Listen, I'd love to sign him. I think he makes us better. And I think that we would see a top player at Arsenal, because I do think he's a top player. I think he's quality. I can't lie. My preference would be Caicedo, but if it's not my money, I don't know what they're going to do. Ideally, I want Caicedo and Rice. Get them both in there. Thomas Partey, whether he stays or goes, I don't know. I'm going to be doing a video on that in a bit. I'll have 2 more videos out later today as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But we should be going and getting Rice and Caicedo. I don't think we're getting either of them. Because if Man City, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Manchester United, even Chelsea come in for these players, they're going to them clubs. Because we won't get into a bidding war. You know, that's what got us in this mess. Yeah, absolute rubbish. We should be signing Declan Rice now. It should be done. It should be a done deal. I don't want to hear none of this rubbish about, oh, yeah, well, let him play the final. No, get it done. Jude Bellingham was a done deal to Real Madrid before the final day of the season. So why are we keeping gentlemen's agreements? What's that all about? Gentlemen's agreements. What is this? Are we an elite level football club, or are we just like, you know, a friendship group? It makes no sense to me. But I don't know, man. I don't think we're signing Declan Rice. Like I said, I'd like to, but I don't think he's coming to Arsenal. I'm not sure he's going to Bayern Munich either, if I'm honest. If I was going to hazard a guess, I'd say he'd probably end up at Man United or Man City. But we shall see. Let me know your thoughts, feelings, opinions, and all of that. I will be back again a little bit later today. 2 more videos will be dropping on the channel. Make sure you fire the like button up. And we're doing a video about Martin Odegaard. Apparently, all the top clubs in Europe want him. Okay, mate. And I'll be doing a video about Granit Xhaka, Thomas Partey, Mason Mount. That will all be in the same video. That'll be later tonight. The Odegaard one will be out. Well, this one's coming out straight away, and it's midday my time. So 5 p.m. So about 5 p.m. UK time, the Odegaard video will be out, and then 10 o'clock UK time p.m. The Partey video will be out. So yeah, man, plenty more content to come. 3 uploads a day on this channel, 5 hours apart each one. Keep your eyes peeled. Sub to Lee Reacts. Drop your donations down below. Subscribe to the channel. Road to 100k is on. And let me know your thoughts and feelings on old Declan Rice. Adios, amigos.